Seniors. 3 types of nuts you should never touch, and 3 you must eat. Dear friend, please pause for a few seconds. Have you ever wondered whether a small handful of nuts you eat every day could be the reason your legs feel weaker, your heart beats irregularly, your memory fades, and your risk of falling increases? It may sound strange, but the truth is, some types of nuts that seem harmless may silently affect your joints, muscles, and even your nervous system. In today's video, we will explore 3 types of nuts you should completely avoid and 3 types you should eat regularly to protect your legs, your heart, and your memory. At the end, I will also share a little-known tip for choosing safe nuts that very few people know about. Do not skip this, because even one small change can make a big difference in your journey to staying healthy and independent each day. 1. Peanuts. You may have seen peanuts appear at many family gatherings, tea tables, inside energy bars, or as a familiar snack, because they are cheap, easy to eat, and often advertised as heart-healthy. Many people assume peanuts are a safe choice, but for people over 60, peanuts can be a silent health risk. First, peanuts are not real nuts. They belong to the legume family and grow underground. Because of this, they are at high risk of being contaminated with mold, especially a toxin called aflatoxin. Aflatoxin is classified by the International Agency for Research on Cancer as a Group 1 carcinogen. It can affect the liver, weaken the immune system, and accelerate cell aging. What is more concerning is that the elderly naturally lose the ability to detoxify, which means these substances can accumulate in the body over time. In addition, peanuts are high in omega-6 fatty acids, while omega-6 is essential in small amounts. Consuming too much can upset the balance with omega-3, leading to chronic inflammation in the body. This type of hidden inflammation is hard to detect, but can slowly damage muscle fibers, harden the arteries, and speed up joint degeneration. As a result, seniors often experience joint pain, reduced mobility, and a higher risk of falls due to muscle weakness and loss of balance. Another important point is that peanuts contain vitamin K. This vitamin may interact with blood-thinning medications, which are commonly used by older adults with heart conditions. Such interaction may reduce the effectiveness of the medication, increasing the risk of blood clots or, conversely, uncontrolled bleeding. Some people believe that peanut butter is safer than whole peanuts. However, most commercial peanut butters contain hydrogenated oils, refined sugars, and added salt. These additives can raise blood pressure, clog arteries, and impair memory. A small spoon of peanut butter may not cause immediate harm, but regular use can lead to a gradual buildup of damage. The effects can extend beyond the liver and joints to include the heart and brain. Over time, this can lead to dependence on a wheelchair, extended hospital stays, or loss of independent living. If you are eating peanuts daily, now is the time to reconsider. Look at that small habit and ask yourself whether it is nourishing or harming your body. 2. Cashews. If peanuts are the go-to snack for convenience, cashews are often seen as luxurious and high-end. With their smooth surface, rich flavor, and soft texture, cashews are popular in snacks, desserts, or as a health gift. However, for older adults, especially those with joint pain, low bone density, or poor blood circulation, the hidden risks in cashews should not be overlooked. One of the main concerns is the natural oxalate content in cashews. Oxalate can bind with calcium in the intestines, preventing it from being absorbed into the bones. Instead, calcium is flushed out of the body. Over time, this can make bones brittle and porous. Bones that bear a lot of weight, like wrists, hips, and knees, are especially vulnerable, even from minor falls. For seniors, a broken bone can mean more than pain. It can mean loss of mobility and independence. Furthermore, cashews have a higher glycemic index than most other nuts, This means they can cause a rapid spike in blood sugar after eating. This is dangerous for people with diabetes or prediabetes, a condition common after 60. A sudden rise in blood sugar can damage small blood vessels, especially in the legs, causing foot ulcers, slow wound healing, and even tissue death. That is not all. Oxalates from cashews can also build up in the kidneys and form kidney stones. Kidney stones are not only extremely painful but can impair kidney function. Older adults often struggle with dehydration, nighttime urination, or difficulty urinating. Kidney stones can make all of these worse. In some cases, surgery may be required, which can be tiring and risky for the elderly. Another point to note is the sticky, smooth texture of cashews for people with weak teeth, dry mouth, or trouble swallowing. Cashews can become a choking hazard. A small piece lodged in the airway can cause choking, coughing, or even death if not handled quickly. As you can see, not all tasty or expensive foods are safe, especially in old age. When the body is more fragile, every food choice must be considered carefully. With cashews, the appealing appearance may hide risks that can seriously affect quality of life. 3. Pine nuts. Pine nuts are small, light in color, and often used as a garnish or ground into pesto sauce. Few people realize that behind their elegant appearance lies a series of silent effects that can seriously impact the health of older adults, from memory and heart function to eating ability and even safety during chewing and swallowing. One of the first things to mention is the potential for drug interactions. According to the American Institute of Clinical Medicine, pine nuts contain certain compounds that can interfere with liver enzymes responsible for breaking down medications. This may reduce the effectiveness of drugs such as blood pressure medication, antidepressants, or cholesterol-lowering drugs. In some cases, the body may not eliminate these drugs properly, leading to their accumulation in the blood. This can cause sudden drops in blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, or even stroke. Another lesser-known condition is called metallic mouth syndrome, also known as pine mouth. When someone consumes oxidized pine nuts, they may experience a lingering metallic taste in the mouth that can last for several days. For younger people, it is mostly an inconvenience, but for older adults, this strange taste can reduce appetite, cause them to skip meals, lose weight, and lose muscle mass. A loss of appetite also affects mood, making seniors tired, withdrawn, and more prone to malnutrition. In addition, pine nuts contain a high amount of unstable fats, which are easily oxidized when exposed to air, light, or heat. Once oxidized, these fats produce free radicals, harmful molecules that damage nerve cells, impair memory, and slow reflexes. A study by Tufts University showed that prolonged oxidative stress is one of the main causes of brain aging, loss of balance, and an increased risk of falls among the elderly. Moreover, due to their small size and smooth surface, pine nuts are among the foods that most easily cause choking in older adults. Those with dry mouth, low saliva production, or weak jaw muscles are especially at risk. If a pine nut enters the airway, it can cause aspiration pneumonia or life-threatening choking if not treated immediately. Overall, pine nuts carry more risks than nutritional value. Especially for those over 60, the impact might not be immediate. But if consumed regularly, the cumulative effects may quietly worsen health in ways that are hard to detect. A nut that seems small and harmless can affect brain function, heart health, digestion, and daily safety. Now let us turn to the more positive side of the story. Not all nuts are harmful. In fact, some types act as silent protectors that support joint health, nourish muscles, and keep your legs strong as the years go by. 1. Almonds. If there is one type of nut that is both small and powerful, it is the almond, with a simple appearance but a rich nutritional profile. Almonds are considered an essential companion for older adults, especially women over 60. when bone density starts to decline sharply due to hormonal changes. Just 100 grams of almonds provide more than 260 milligrams of calcium, which is equivalent to a glass of milk, but without the bloating or indigestion often caused by dairy products in older individuals. In addition, almonds are rich in magnesium, a mineral that plays a key role in directing calcium to where it is needed most, such as bones and teeth. Instead of allowing it to accumulate in the arteries, the combination of calcium and magnesium not only strengthens bones, but also softens blood vessels, supports circulation, and helps lower blood pressure naturally. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that supplementing with both of these minerals can significantly improve bone density within just 3 to 6 months. But almonds do more than just support bones. They are also a high-quality source of plant-based protein, which helps preserve and maintain muscle mass, an essential factor in keeping independence in daily activities like standing, sitting, or walking. In 100 grams of almonds, there are nearly 21 grams of protein, combined with healthy, unsaturated fats that reduce inflammation and support heart health. When consumed regularly, almonds can help ease joint pain and improve blood flow, reducing swelling in the hands and feet. Almonds are also rich in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects muscle and nerve cells from damage caused by free radicals. This vitamin is especially beneficial for memory, helping to slow the aging process of the brain. The thin brown skin of almonds contains high levels of flavonoids, which reduce inflammation in blood vessels and improve elasticity of the arteries. This is especially useful for those at high risk of heart disease or atherosclerosis. Another benefit not to overlook is the soluble fiber found in almonds. This fiber supports digestion and helps reduce constipation, a common issue among older adults, and also helps the body absorb minerals more effectively. For this reason, almonds are often recommended as a replacement for snacks like cookies or salty chips, which can cause water retention, increase blood sugar, and weaken muscles. There are many flexible ways to use almonds. You can eat 10 to 15 raw almonds each day. Add them to your morning oatmeal. Grind them into flour for baking, or spread almond butter on whole grain bread. Just remember to choose the unsalted and unsweetened variety to avoid raising blood pressure and burdening the liver. During a health seminar, Ms. Linda, a retired teacher aged 68 from California, shared her experience. She began eating almonds with oatmeal every morning. After 3 months, her joint pain disappeared, and her bone density test results improved. Her story is not unique. Many seniors have experienced real, positive changes from this one simple daily habit. Almonds are not just a snack. They are a gift for strong bones, healthy muscles, and a clear mind. And our journey to better health continues with another very special nut one that supports memory, focus, and emotional clarity. 2. Walnuts. If almonds are like builders creating a strong foundation for your bones, then walnuts are the guardians of mental clarity in old age. It is no coincidence that walnuts resemble a miniature brain. It is as if nature is giving us a gentle reminder that this nut was made for the mind, memory, and alertness in the later years of life. In the world of nutrition, walnuts stand out for their high content of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, especially ALA alpha-linolenic acid, according to data from Harvard School of Public Health. Just 28 grams of walnuts provide about 5 grams of ALA. This essential fat helps increase the flexibility of nerve cell membranes and supports the transmission of signals between brain cells. Smooth communication between nerve cells is crucial for maintaining memory, reflexes, and balance as we age. Beyond omega-3, walnuts also contain a high amount of polyphenols, powerful antioxidants that can cross the blood-brain barrier and directly protect brain cells from free radical damage. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition, Health, and Aging found that older adults who consumed walnuts regularly performed better on short-term memory tests, reaction time assessments, and decision-making exercises. Walnuts are not only good for the brain, they also support blood circulation to muscles thanks to arginine and amino acid that helps relax blood vessels improve blood flow, and deliver oxygen and nutrients to muscle fibers for older adults whose circulation tends to decline with age. This support is especially important to maintain strength, physical activity, and reduce the risk of muscle weakness or falls caused by poor oxygen supply to the muscles. Another notable benefit is that walnuts contain melatonin, a natural hormone that helps regulate sleep. Eating a few walnuts in the evening can help older adults sleep more deeply, allowing the body to recover muscle tissue, refresh the mind, and restore energy. A good night's sleep is the foundation for physical healing and mental alertness the next day. What makes walnuts so special is their ability to care for you inside and out, from brain and mood to physical strength. That is why Dr. Lillian Chung, a nutrition specialist at Harvard University, once said that walnuts are one of the key foods to help prevent cognitive decline in older adults. In terms of how to use them, you can eat 3 to 4 walnuts each day. They can be mixed into plain yogurt, sprinkled on vegetable salads, or ground into a sauce for whole grain bread. If you are not used to the strong, nutty flavor of walnuts, you can roast them lightly to enhance the aroma and make them more enjoyable. Here's an inspiring story from Mr. Thomas, a 73-year-old retired engineer living in Boston. He used to forget his wallet, his keys, and often felt frustrated because of it. But since he started eating walnuts every morning and taking regular walks, he has felt more alert. Now, he even helps his grandson with math homework in the afternoons. A small change, but with truly noticeable results. Walnuts serve as a gentle reminder that memory and a bright mind can absolutely be maintained, as long as you care for them the right way. And if you are ready to go further on this journey, the next nut will both surprise and delight you. It is not only delicious, but also a great ally for your heart, your eyes, and your steady hands. 3. Pistachios. Some foods are not only good for your health, but also bring a sense of joy just by looking at them. Pistachios are one such example. With their lightly cracked shells and vibrant green color with hints of purple, pistachios are not only a delightful snack, but also a powerful ally for the heart, the eyes, and physical coordination in older adults. In 100 grams of pistachios, there are about 125 milligrams of potassium, a mineral that plays a crucial role in maintaining stable blood pressure. As we age, blood vessels often become stiffer and more sensitive to sodium, which increases the risk of high blood pressure. Potassium helps balance excess sodium, softens vessel walls, and improves blood circulation, especially in the legs, which are often affected by poor circulation in older individuals. Besides their heart benefits, pistachios are rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 carotenoids that protect the macula of the eye. The macula is a vital part of the retina that allows us to read, recognize faces, and maintain balance while walking. When these nutrients are lacking, the risk of macular degeneration and vision loss increases, especially for people over 60. Just a small handful of pistachios each day can help protect your eyes from blurriness, cloudiness, or retinal degeneration. Another fascinating benefit is that pistachios improve hand-eye coordination. The simple act of shelling each nut not only helps control the portion you eat, but also acts as a small exercise for your hand muscles and motor nerves. This helps slow down the decline in reflexes, accuracy, and dexterity factors that are directly linked to daily living activities. On an emotional level, the bright colors and light crunch of pistachios offer a sense of comfort and joy in each bite. For seniors who often struggle with low appetite or fatigue, adding pistachios to the diet not only brings nutrition, but also lifts the mood. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who ate pistachios regularly for 12 weeks had higher energy levels and more positive moods than those who did not. To get the most benefit, choose pistachios that are unsalted and have no added sugar. The ideal daily amount is about 30 grams, which is roughly 40 to 45 nuts. You can enjoy them as a midday snack. Toss them into a vegetable salad, or pair them with fresh fruit after a meal. There is a heartwarming story from Ms. Porcel Lords, age 68. shared during a wellness group meeting. She said that she first chose pistachios because their color made her smile. But after 2 months, her doctor told her that her blood pressure had stabilized, and she felt more energized every morning. Now, she always keeps a few pistachios in her pocket as a small treat just for herself. With pistachios, you are not only nourishing your heart and eyes, but also sparking a daily sense of joy. Simple things like this often bring the greatest value, reminding us that caring for health does not have to be complicated. Sometimes, just one handful of the right nut can change both your physical strength and your emotional well-being. We have just explored 6 types of nuts that may seem ordinary but have very different effects on health. Especially for people over 60, the 3 nuts to avoid: peanuts, cashews, and pine nuts, though small in size, carry silent risks ranging from digestive issues and hormonal imbalance to negative impacts on the liver, kidneys, memory, and physical safety during daily activities. On the other hand, the 3 nuts to add to your daily routine: almonds, walnuts, and pistachios, not only nourish bones, muscles, and the brain, but also uplift the spirit and enhance quality of life in a gentle, sustainable way. The most important lesson is not that you must change your entire diet overnight. Rather, it is about starting small, taking one step at a time: 1 handful of almonds in the morning, 3 walnuts before bed, or simply choosing pistachios instead of sugary snacks when you feel hungry in the afternoon. These small actions, repeated each day, can form a solid foundation for long-term health. They empower you to move with confidence and live independently in your golden years. You may be asking yourself, can just a few tiny nuts really make a difference? The answer is yes, because lasting change does not come from one moment of determination, but from simple, consistent choices filled with care and kindness toward your own body. Taking care of your health in old age does not need to be loud or complicated. It begins with quiet attention, with what we place on our plate each day, with a little knowledge and a bit of patience. You deserve to live with strength, clarity, and independence. You deserve to have a body that carries you on morning walks, a mind sharp enough to remember the names of your loved ones, and a spirit light enough to smile every day.